Travis, K-Town Reefer. Travis, if you had a 230-gallon tank with sand bed, would you recommend removing the sand in one shot or removing it slowly over time? Over time, for sure. I'm talking multiple months worth of water changes. I would say, depending on how deep the sand bed is, I think I have a video, sand bed versus bare bottom tank. I go in a little bit detail, but I'll cover it here for you.
Okay guys, welcome back to Angry Owl Aquariums. Today, we're gonna go ahead and crash this tank.
Moving like the speed of sound, like a bullet train.
So as you can see, the tank is super cloudy. I've been complaining about this for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and months. Tank just never looks clear. Comes out super crappy on video, and also it has a snow globe effect with all the little particles in the water. If we look down in the sump, I've been running a Clear Sea for quite some time now, but regardless of the Clear Sea, it is still cloudy. Clear Sea runs 20 microns, and it's just not doing the trick. I also run some pinky filters right there. Then I was running another kind of filter for a while, but anyways, the point of the matter being, tank's cloudy, it's disgusting. I've tried different routes. I went ahead and siphoned every little square inch of the sand bed out. Then I went ahead, did a 3-day blackout. All I did was basically just piss off this coral up here. It's doing okay now, but it's pissed off. After I turned the lights back on, the tank was still cloudy, so my only conclusion at this point, my only next course of action, I've tried tons of other things as well, but we're gonna go ahead and remove all the sand. Gonna take out all the sand, see how the tank reacts in terms of if the cloudiness goes down. So there's two factors. There's haziness, and then there's like particles, particulates in the water that make it look like a snow globe. So you can see the haziness. That gets captured pretty well. And the particles you can see. So when I say cloudy, I'm kind of speaking twofold on the particles in the water and the tank being not so clear. Side to side, not bad. Can't really tell. You can see things back there pretty good, but otherwise it's pretty ugly. So plan, take out the sand, just see what happens. I'll also rinse the sand super thoroughly if I decide to put it back in. Who knows, I might end up liking the bare bottom look. I might not, I might hate it just as much as I hate it right now. But we will see. So, plan of attack, I'm just gonna come in here with a scraper. I'm gonna push everything back towards the back wall. Then I'm gonna scoop it up. I forgot to get super glue earlier at the store, son of a bitch. And then that's it, I'm gonna scoop it out. It's a very complicated process. So here we go. Okay, here we go, guys. This is now 2 days later. I got this done on Saturday, and it is now March 9th, so I did this on the 7th. And here's the result. So I got everything as good as I can, but there are some pockets where there's still some sand. I knocked these zoas off the rock, unfortunately. But these Recordias are looking good. Let's jump back out. And so far, oh shit, no casualties. These guys probably aren't happy, but they're making as much of a playground as they possibly can. The leopard, she's definitely not happy, but she adjusted right away and found a spot in the rock work. No problem, everyone ate right away the same night. The tank got really cloudy, and I just bubble scrubbed throughout the rest of the night once I was done. The strategy, as you saw in the video, is pretty simple. I pushed everything towards the back, scooped it out, and then I actually took a power head at the end and got everything, you know, all underneath the rock work. And aside from the sand being kind of sprinkled throughout the tank here, I actually don't hate this look. I thought I would hate this a lot more, but it turns out I don't hate it as much as I thought I was going to. So the only coral I would say that is not very happy right now would be, I think this is supposed to be a PC rainbow. You can see it's pretty pale. It was already pale to begin with after my blackout that I had. So, I mean, if it dies, it dies at this point. Another thing that I changed, and that will be in a different video, is the lights. I'm not going to show you because I'm just going to use a little bit of mystery into what happens to the lights, but you're seeing the tank under different lights. I will tell you, it's a T5 hybrid fixture, and there's only 2 on right now. So there's one LED right here and one LED on this side. So if you take a step back, you'll see it's kind of darker in the center here. But the T5s are on right now. And then I'm only using the orange filter, where before I was using the combination of the, what was it? Is that green? Or whatever that other filter is. Should probably focus on stuff before I start going on a ramble. Nice little mushroom. This one's pretty close to color. I think the color on here comes out a little bit more green, whereas more blue to the eye. But everything's captured pretty closely here, as close as you're gonna get. I do need to set a new light setting just to see if there's something I could do for specifically just for filming. As far as the issue I was trying to tackle, that's to be determined. So what were we trying to tackle? We were trying to tackle the cloudy water and the particles within the water, the debris. So far, mild success. It's still pretty debris-like. There's still a lot of particles floating in the water. It's cleared up slightly, but once again, it's only been 2 days, so we're gonna have to give this a longer-term thing. As a precaution, everyone says, you know, hey, don't remove all the sand at once. I'm not saying they are wrong at all. I am just an extra kind of stupid, and I like to see what happens. So BRS had their video doing it, and a ton of other people will tell you the advice, take it out slowly. I took it out all at once. If you're gonna piss off the system, I say you just piss it off. In terms of ammonia spike, I saw no ammonia spike. And then what I did that night after the change is I dosed some Microbacter 7, even though that's not gonna do anything. We all know that it's gonna take a couple days for that to even get established. That's just kind of like a feel-good thing. I mean, adding bacteria like that, you need at least 2 days for it to kick in, and that's with the best stuff. Microbacter 7 isn't gonna kick in 2 days. And I also added some prime. If you're in a bind, and this goes for quarantine systems as well, and you suspect there might be an ammonia spike, you can dose a little bit of prime, and they'll actually bind the ammonia there'll still be ammonia in your system, so you'll still get a reading, but it will make it so it's a safer level. It won't be toxic to the fish anymore. So I had some prime, so I dumped that in there just a little bit, just in case. So it doesn't hurt, right? Those are kind of the precautions I took. I did a little bit more prime last night. I actually tested ammonia and it was still 0, so I won't do that again. I think I'm done with that. One other side effect of this is I haven't been able to run my skimmer. My skimmer refuses to function right now, so I'm gonna try it today. I just got home, so we'll just have to see. And I mean, the results will speak for itself. Everything's fine. That doesn't mean things won't crash in a day or two. I don't know, but right now it's fine. No casualties. Anyways, guys, I don't think I have anything else to say on this topic. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I'll try to do an update video if I see something, you know, a clear change in the system within the next week or two. That way we can attribute it to the change that I made here. And then who knows, maybe I won't even bother putting the sand back. I don't know. Oh, and by the way, after that blackout that I tried, I now have 3 anemones. But with that being said, go ahead, go over to K-Twan Reefer, hit the unsub button on him if you haven't already. Go ahead, navigate back here, hit the sub on my channel, and then go ahead and also hit the thumbs down because we don't need any approval. We can live with thumbs down. It's okay. The thumbs down is all right. It's nothing to be scared of. It's just a little thumbs down. Catch you in the next one.